Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Adolies and welcome back to Material Energy Cubed. We are nowhere close to home. We're like 1,000 blocks away from home because we needed to come out here to something we've already seen. So we have a quest. Excuse me. We have a quest to come out here to the center of the world at a bedrock tomb. And unfortunately, we actually were already out here. That nether portal is the nether portal that we escaped from the top of the nether from. So, yeah, there was really no reason for us to come all the way back here other than to get this quest. Which we already, yeah, we already looked in that. Of course it's locked now. We already looked at that, and now we have the quest done, so we can complete that. That's the only reason I came out here. That has allowed us to get some more stuff, and holy crap, we're gonna get some good rewards. So we're gonna do that. That quest gave us a light speed potion, so it's speed 19 for 20 seconds, 4,000% speed. Let's throw it straight up. What? Alright. Let's throw it straight up. And then run really, really fast over here. So hopefully this won't take too long to get back over there. Yeah, I just walked over. I should have probably grabbed some sucrose or something. But this is... we just made it halfway without even trying. So, I think that's good enough. Today, I think we're going to do a little bit of questing. Mostly, I want to try to start clearing out a couple of the areas. We'll probably go adventuring a little bit in the Biosphere. I've been digging a lot in Miner's Delight and the Inclusion Chamber. And they're both getting to the point where I'm ready to call them cleared out enough that I'm not going to bother too much cleaning them out too much more. We're close enough. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. Let's turn off the waypoint. I can kind of see home, so... but no, so like... we need to clear out the Biosphere. The Biosphere has a lot of dirt, which we need for one of the quests. The compression side quest, or victory monument actually, and it also has a lot of ores that I really haven't been able to deal with. Plus it has all the wood in the bottom, plus it probably has wool. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a couple wool from it, and I'm pretty sure they're in the in between areas. So it's just a matter of getting a bunch of this stuff cleared out, killing the monsters, lighting everything up, and all that fun stuff. So that is one thing we're going to try to do today. Going out to that bedrock tomb, you're supposed to get the corrupted spatial storage disk, which is for that side, which we already had again, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I think this is empty. I don't think I have anything in there. Nope, nothing loaded. I might eventually still do the whole... I might still clear out the inclusion chamber. I don't know. It depends how I feel and how stressed I am. But I took out the automation just because we don't really need any more bees right now. We do need a lot of other things, but first things are first. Let's throw the money in here. We have some stuff. As you can see, I did clear out that area a little bit, so we can start building the blueprints for the reactor, and we'll need to make some stuff from that. But before we do, we need to get 101 energy cells. So you need just over 100 to load up the spatial storage without having to worry. But I should have, yeah, I have more than enough because we found them. So I don't actually have to do that. Oh, do I? Those are all 100, so I think I need to make 101 energy cells. How bad are these to make? They're fairly expensive. So if we do something like this, so there's 101. You know what, let's start transferring some of these. And if they're all zeros, then it doesn't matter too much. But let's grab out of here. We need the crescent hammer. And we can start getting some that are a little bit lower on the whole power side. And put some charged ones up. So that looks good. We have 14. We still need a lot more. Let's see, what is there any more over here that are not charged? No, but I believe there's a couple floors below. Yeah, there's a good bit here that aren't charged. Do something like that because I don't want them to connect necessarily. And screw it, they can connect. So yeah, we're gonna have to make a lot more. And of course we need more flux crystals. How do I make those? So let's make that many. That's fine. We ran out of the what are they called? The Certus quartz, but we have a lot of that actually. So we have 45 now. So let's see. We need 56 times 4, which is a lot. It's like 224. So 224, we need 221. Do we have that in redstone? Yes. Do we have that in nether quartz? Not quite, but we should be able to get a little bit closer. Can we get that from blocks of quartz? Yes, but not the slabs, and I don't think these can. Oh, I can make that. So let's get a whole bunch of those. So we have plenty of nether quartz. So Certus quartz we have actually plenty of because I have a ton of it. Because of the first inclusion, the inclusion chambers. So let's just do that, and then we need. So a total of 224 flukes. So let's just make like a couple stacks. Alright, what do we run out of? The quartz. So we'll just wait for that. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and put the blueprints. I want this kind of in the corner if possible, so I think I want it. How big is this? A 5x5. So 1, 2, 3. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like this. And it's probably, yeah, it's all the way around. can't shift click out of it, but if we do it like that, I think I want to move it one closer. So right here, I believe. That's up against the wall. That's where I wanted it. And you just click the little ghost images and it builds, and then once a layer is complete, it builds the next one. So not too bad. It's actually a really nice way to do the whole multi-block structures. I like that it does it for that reason, just because it makes it simpler. But it's just a big reactor, nothing much to it, just this tungsten plating. And then once we finish this one, it should form a solid structure. And yeah, so we can just click it and it will make what we need. Throw those in there. And I do want to jump up top. I have the glowstone nooks. I do want to go ahead and like place some of them out around, kind of light things up, and that's why I want to go up top as well and put one like there, just to make sure it's nice and lit. Alright, so the last thing I want to do with the MineChem stuff is I want to put all of the power stuff and everything on this wall, and then eventually I will put the other reactor somewhere in this area, just because I think it's going to be easier in the long run to have everything up here rather than running back and forth and all that fun stuff. Alright, so we have a bunch of nether quartz now, so we can make another stack. I would say that should be enough. So energy cells. Now we need glass. So we have plenty of sand. Let's start smelting glass up. So let's put this stuff back over here. And if we grab, I have uranium in here. Let's throw some uranium in here. And what are the quests that it wants us to do? So it wants us to make palladium, which is number 46. And since this is fission, this splits atoms in half, so we need 46 times 2, which is what, 92? Which I believe is uranium. Yeah, uranium is 92. So we just throw uranium in here, and it will give us the palladium, and it will give us 2 of it. So we need 8. So I need to do it one more time. And there we go. So that's the palladium, and then vanadium, which is 23. So it's the same thing. But before we can really do that, we need to set up this stuff a little bit more. Oh, hey, there's a mini-me right there. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Let's put the marble back. We'll set the ME drive there. We need the controller and the... So that stuff, like that. Let's get the drives into the controller, or into the ME drive. We need power. This is going to output there, and on top. Why not? So put the decomposer on top and the synth machine to the side, and everything else for the time being we can not worry about. Put a lever here. This is still enabled low, so if we turn that off, so it will require, okay, I guess those guys drain power regardless. Maybe. If we change this, I don't know why it's still outputting power. Let's break these. Alright. Decomposer. It should not be powering this, but it is. Alright, well, whatever. It's mostly this that I don't want powered all the time. But we need to go grab some uranium. And honestly, probably put some more sand in here because, actually, no, we should be fine. So now we need iron. Great. Luckily, we have a bunch of blocks of iron. And is that enough? It is. So we have 101 energy cells. We already have a bunch of energy cells that are already charged, so that's good. We got those mainly from the Mesa Caverns, but bullion or the reward bag. I like the risk. Let's take the reward bag. It is a greater. Ugh. We got glacial, hermetic, heroic, and icy bees. Okay, that's actually a halfway decent reward. So let's throw most of this stuff in here. We have, oh, cool, good stuff. 2 resonant energy cells, a whole bunch of energy cells. More stuff in general. So let's pick this guy up. And we can take this guy as well. Let's put this here. We're going to have it ignore. It is going to take input from the front and side and top. Why not? And then it's going to output to that side. And then this guy is going to input from that side, output top and side. So it should keep that powered, and I shouldn't have to worry about power for a while, but we're going to set up more solar generators. So 1, 2, 3. Oops, 1, 2, 3, and a little bit of redstone. And we can throw this stuff in here. But I do want the nether star generator because we need one to go put on the monument. So let's look at the victory monument. We have all the generators now. We get the reward. We'll look at the reward in just a second. So we put that in there. This guy we can pick up. And honestly, we can put this in there. So all of this I was just doing. We don't need it anymore because we have a better energy cell and I'm going to use it. So I want output like that, and I want the configuration to be high. Is it still charging these? Okay, it's still charging those. I guess MineChem doesn't care. Whatever. It's fine. Let's go put this generator on the monument. Too far. And that's the last one we have to do. So This is coming along nicely. Let's get the nether star generator. I probably won't use that because nether stars are going to be very important for a quest here soon. In fact, we might have... Let's take a look and see what quest we have. So yeah, now it wants us to go to the corrupted cell. There's a lot of badness in there. Yeah, it's really bad in there. So let's not go there for now. Let's head upstairs. We have epic reward bag. More light speed, cool. Okay, that's... I'm not going to complain about that. Do we have some uranium. Let's decompose one of these. Let's get the... So each one gives us like a lot. We're gonna need a lot. Oh man. Decayed. Only use as much as you need. So let's see. For the quest we need what? We need 12, so we need 6 of the previous. No, we need less than that, right? We're gonna need a little bit more. Yeah, so we need 6 of the previous. And yeah, I don't know why that decayed. That... Oh, those are really close to being done. That should be enough. Alright, that's good enough. Let's throw this stuff in here, and we should have plenty. We get some more stuff. Ow. They all decayed into lead. Alright, let's throw all of this stuff in here. I'm actually going to throw the uranium in there as well. So we have some clouds in the bottle, which isn't much of anything. Nightmare. So we need to make 64 helium. Helium is pretty easy. You use it actually to make nether stars. But beryllium is the next one. That is number 4. But beryllium's kind of rare, so let's use some oxygen. I believe if we use 16 oxygen, that will be more than enough. So let's kind of go through this systematically. And we'll get some beryllium, and then we can just let this kind of run for a second and get more stuff. I need to eat. Let's get our inventory cleared out a little bit. Don't need that right now. I do need some more picks. So let's make those. And I can throw that in there. So let's get the picks. Quest book. Alright, so we need to make helium. We'll get some stuff. And I have a bunch of honey. We need to make some honey slice, which is bread surrounded by honey. So there's 16. I can't remember how many we needed to make. It's in the genetics lab, I believe. We need 36, so we need more honey, we need more bread. Luckily, I have a bunch of honeycombs over here. We can centrifuge those. Did I get all the stuff out of here? I did. Alright, we're probably done with the next batch of stuff. Yeah, so we need just a little bit more uranium to get more oxygen, or more oxygen into beryllium, and then the beryllium we will just put back up at the top, and we'll get a stack of helium. So that will be kind of that. So we need... Do we have the bread? 36. Each one makes 4, I believe. I don't think we have quite enough. We need like one more set. And I don't know that we have enough honey. So we'll try to get this, but there's 20. I think I need one more bread. So let's go down and get some more bread. One, two, three. That should be enough. And let's just go ahead and make it. Our animals are doing fine. I haven't bred them or anything because I'm not too concerned with food. I like my potatoes. So let's throw that in there and let everything run. Let's decompose some more uranium because we're going to need it. Because yeah, that's done. Let's take the stack. We'll put a stack in here. And then the 32 we will put in here until that's done. Eventually we do need to go ahead and start making some more genetic stuff. We need to start breeding bees. That's going to take a lot of power, but now that we have more power, it will be a little bit better. Something I might do off camera is start working on getting this a little bit nicer. If we put the solar cells charging batteries on below and then start moving a lot of machines, not necessarily right next to the start moving a lot of this stuff down below. We have plenty of ME cables, so that's not an issue. It's just a matter of getting everything nice and neat, and then we can just bring up wires from the bottom and have a nice area so that we could probably even pipe these potions down below if we need more power. But I think the solar generators will be more than enough. In fact, they're done. I can't do any more. So I think this number of solar generators will be plenty to power my base. Wow, I went southern there. Will be plenty to power my base, so we might not worry about the potions anymore. I'll keep this set up, and I'll probably keep filling it up a little bit. Although nether wart is really good for other things, specifically getting other elements and stuff. But we won't worry too much about power. I don't think we'll have to. But there's the helium. Hell of nightmares. We should have some manual detect, claim reward. So that is a new. So we got that stuff. So this is a new spatial storage, and we also got, ooh, it has something on it. Let's throw the helium in there. And let's take a quick look at Nightmare. I know what this one is. I remember this one very well. Cursed Earth. So this is when we're going to start dealing with Cursed Earth. And I believe it also has zombie spawners. Special zombie spawners. But that is going to be somewhat important here soon. So we'll put that there. Let's take a look. So yeah, we need to go and get the pseudo inversion sigil, which will let us make better stuff. It'll let us make stable unstable ingots. So if I can go get that, I don't have to worry about ever making a division sigil like it wanted me to. I don't know why that quest is glitched out, but it is, and honestly, I'm going to take advantage of it. We need just a little bit more honey and a little bit more bread. But what does this have? Slime balls. So we have a ton of slime balls now. That's actually kind of nice. Slime balls are a pain to get because we had to make these once already. But now we can make sticky pistons and most of the stuff I don't really care about, but the big thing is now I can make magma cream, which magma cream is going to let, and florbs, Magma Cream is going to let me do a lot of fire resistance potions. So let's go do a little bit of exploring. We'll finish the honey slice later. I think between this episode and next, I'm gonna kind of rework my base a little bit. Honestly, probably put these in a different configuration, and like I might put half of them over here. Might be easier just to have them go down from here, and then have a lot of stuff down below with an emergency power supply and that kind of stuff. But so nothing is spawned. Let's go to the biosphere for just a little bit and try to clear out a little bit more of that area. It looks a lot nicer than it has in the past, but it's still not quite good. Let's just come down here. It's got a lot of coal, and there's a lot of ore still around. A lot of dirt, sand, and gravel. So there's plenty of stuff to get here still. Plenty of stuff that I do actually want. But we need to clear out stuff below here. So down here, I don't know if there's stuff above. There might be. There's also still the cryotheum and the lava that I'd like to get. So let's just run out here and see if things fall down. Doesn't look like it, so it looks like most of the stuff is down below. Let's go this way. We have strength, we have Bane of Arthropods. Spiders are, except for the stupid little ones. Spiders are not a concern. Our armor's okay. So let's kill more spiders, because that is like all that there is. And alright, let's light up. We need to hit F7 so I can see what kind of progress I'm making, and kill more spiders. So let's just run in here. Oh my god, so many spiders. Alright. Luckily fire resistance is on my armor. But I need to heal. There's still spiders over there. There's so many spiders. Alright, so let's... Alright, there's still spiders coming for me. And they always hit you, because spiders in Minecraft are glitch. So... looks like there's a giant skeleton there. And I killed that spider without intending to. So, spider, spider, spider. Break this to... Alright, let's slowly make our way. I hate the really little spiders. Those are the worst. There are still spiders, I think, coming from the top. Oh, I accidentally took an Enderman. But he's dead, so it doesn't matter. Alright, let's... Alright, so those guys are dead. He's dead. So this is the part where I need to pay a little bit more attention. Oh, a thief skeleton. I hate these guys. Alright, luckily he's dead. Let's kill the Enderman. Alright, let's take those guys out from range. Blaze Rod. Cool. Alright, let's kill the spiders. And kill the creeper. There's a zombie. I do need to kill the... So many spiders. I mean, there's a spider like right... A bunch of spiders right there, actually. And there's probably a little one. Yep, there's a little one. Of course there is. Alright, so... Oh god, I need to back off and heal. I can take that guy out from a distance. Alright, so there we go. Let's eat, let's heal. We've almost got this area done. There's just a little bit more, it looks like. But there are some areas like that. Oh my god, I hate the little spiders. Oop, there is darkness up above. So let's do that. Let's shoot the spider. Let's just come over here. Yeah, okay, that should be good. We'll put a block there so I don't come back in to this area from up there, just in case. Oh gosh, last little push is gonna be a pain because it looks like we have more creepers and that kind of stuff. If it was just spiders, it'd be one thing. All right, let's take out some of these guys. Alright. Managed to kill the creepers before they exploded. God, there's so many little spiders. I hate the spiders. Luckily, here soon, we're not going to be dealing with spiders as much as both creepers and skeletons and zombies. And witches, actually, here soon, are going to be the main enemies. There's still going to be some spiders, but not as many. Alright, let's kill the spiders. Oh my god, there's so many spiders. This is just... The problem is the spiders can spawn in a smaller area, I think. He came around the corner. So let's light this up. Alright, let's kill all the spiders we can. Oh my god. Alright, we need to get out of here. Alright, we need to get out of here. We need to eat. Alright, so yeah. Way too many spiders in this area. Skeletons. Let's take out some from a distance. I didn't mean to take him out. I want to take out the skeleton. Alright. Let's kill the skeleton. Let's kill these spiders before they kill me. And the problem is there's going to be areas of darkness that are just kind of random. And not nice wide open areas like this. Where things can spawn. Alright, so there's those. That was a skeleton riding a tiny little spider. Alright, let's kill more spiders. Let's eat. This might make things more dangerous down below where the wooded area is, but it shouldn't. Also, it is October, so when I'm recording this, so there's skeletons with like whatchamacallits, the pumpkins on their heads. So we're getting more bows with different enchants. So that's cool, but okay, I'm really getting tired of all of these stupid spiders. Alright, we need to retreat. We need to eat. And we died. Alright, let's grab a sword. Knockback, that's fine. We should be able to get that pretty easily. It shouldn't be an issue. But, I hate spiders. Let's just get our stuff, and I think I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. This area is close to being cleared, so we'll give it another try in another episode. Next time, I'm trying to think of what we should do. I think the big thing is going to be working towards getting the quest done. Maybe we'll take on Nightmare, because that could be fun, right? Alright, so let's get our stuff. And let's get out of here. 4, 5, 6. What did I have in 7? That works. 8, 9. Oh, we lost armor. Well, crap. So that's not good. That armor was good. I really like that armor. What goes there? I have no idea what goes there. Let's put the sword there for now. Alright, so we lost armor. That's probably why we died. So let's head out of here. Like I said, in the next episode, we will, I don't know, we'll find something to do. We might actually work with bees a little bit. We might spend an episode doing bees. That sounds maybe not fun for you guys, but it's going to be fun for me, and we need to do it eventually. So, bee breeding, specifically trying to get some higher bees. We also might need to do a little bit of chemistry to do that, because I think we're going to need to make some diamonds. Not a big issue, but it is something we're going to have to do. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got a good bit done. We got a lot of power today, which is nice. I have no idea what I had there. I don't know. Doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and call the episode here. So next time, I think what we'll focus on is working towards getting the genetics lab completed a little bit. So we'll start getting some of the other colors of honey, start getting some of the higher tier bees. We need to get ambrosia, which is It requires royal jelly and honeydew, which honeydew comes from different combs that I don't have currently. So we're going to start setting up bees, and I will need to make a couple of machines. The machines that I'm going to need is the genetic sampler and the genetic imprinter, because those are like crucial if you have dentistry. But that's going to take a lot of bronze and gold and diamonds. Both of them are going to take quite a bit of diamonds, and as you can see, I don't have that many diamonds. But ultimately, if we can get some, I mean, bronze isn't too bad to get. It's just copper and tin, and honestly, I have, I think, a lot of both of those. I have, yeah, a good bit of both of those. So we'll set up an area for bees. Honestly, if I break this area down, we might start doing some bee stuff over here. I don't know yet. We'll see. But we've got a lot of different things to do with the bees, and we might even look into some side quests. We've got most of them done. We need water. That's taking forever. We might look into, I don't know, seeing if we can do some of these. I don't know. We'll find some stuff to do, but we'll probably focus mostly on genetics. So dealing with the bees, getting plenty of stuff up and running. We might just do it over here. I might move the nether wart over there, at least for the time being. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!